Need a marketing firm? Our Business Coach program offers better and faster results for half the cost of any other marketing firm. Learn more at thrivetimeshow.com.
Boom, 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 and boom. It's the Thrivetime Show on your radio. I am super excited to be here with you, Thrive Nation, because I know that we have a divine appointment today. I choose not to believe that it's a random circumstance that your ear hole has connected with our speakers, our recording. I guess it'd be your speakers. So I don't think it's random that your ear hole has connected with your speakers and our audio programming. I mean, I really do believe in divine appointments. And I've met too many people, which, by the way, you can verify this by doing a Google search for Thrivetime Show reviews. I've met too many people that have told me that attending our workshop changed their life, to believe that what I'm saying is just not is puffery. I don't think it's puffery. I think it is an actual fact-based claim. We have a life-changing program, but I also know we can't help you unless we get a chance to know you. So I encourage you to don't be a stranger. Always, feel free to engage with us. Shoot us an email to info@thrivetimeshow.com, and we'll answer any of your questions. And today's question, we had a Thriver that asked, hey, if you could just take 7 steps. I don't know where they got the number 7. Probably because the number 7 in the Bible is indicated to be the perfect number. So I think that's probably where they were coming from with that question. But they asked, what are 7 steps that I could take to increase my sales by 700%? And I kind of like that whole 7-7 theme, so I'm going to go with it. So step 5, if you're just now tuning in, you want to hear the previous steps, go to thrivetimeshow.com, and you can listen to the podcast and a version of today's show, 7 steps to increase your sales by 700%, and you shall find the answer. So here is step 5. All right. You got to create a 3-legged marketing stool. Now, Seth Godin is the best-selling author who actually was a very successful entrepreneur before becoming a best-selling author. He actually built a company that he sold to Yahoo for millions of dollars. And so he says marketing is a contest for people's attention. He says marketing is a contest for people's attention. What? Marketing is a contest for people's attention. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you're saying. Marketing is a what? Contest for people's attention. What it means is that you have to get people to notice you. That's the first step. And people try to overthink that. They try to, get all worked up about it. And so I'll give you an example about, you don't need to, this isn't a complicated idea here. Okay. You need to find 3 ways that are sustainable to attract your ideal and likely buyers. So I'm going to take just a second. I'm going to do a simple YouTube search, and I'm going to type in 101st. It's 101st and Memorial, and I'm going to type in 101st and Memorial mattress guy. Because the mattress guy at 101st and Memorial, he gets in front of that mattress every single day, and he waves at the traffic. Or every day that he's hired. I'm not sure how many days a week he does it, but he does it very, very consistently. And so I'm going to go ahead and put a link on the show notes so you can see an example of a purple cow in action. This is a purple cow in action. I will also title it Purple Cow in Action, and I'll put the Tulsa Mattress Guy is how I will label it. This guy is absolutely an ample example that the human mind can handle of a purple cow. So what you want to do in marketing is you want to create a purple cow. You want to create a value proposition or a form of marketing that makes you stand out. Because if you don't stand out, you're invisible. If you're not memorable, you've been forgotten. If you're not memorable, you're invisible. If people don't remember you, you don't stand out. Another example I could think of would be the train. The train, it's the dentist train off of Memorial in Tulsa. What's the guy's name? The dentist train in Tulsa. I think you guys know this. He's a dentist in Tulsa that's very much into the whole dentist theme. Let me type it. It's like the Dental Depot. There we go. The Dental Depot, and it's on Memorial. The Dental Depot, Memorial, Tulsa. And I'll put a show note. I'll put a link to that because the Dental Depot is absolutely a brand that works. And why do we know about it? Because it's a freaking train in front of the business. And why is there a train in front of the business? What does the train have to do with dentistry? I don't know that there is a connection. I think it's just, it stands out. And that's how I remember it. I mean, Krispy Kreme, you go in there And what do you see? What do you remember last time you went to Dental Depot, or last time you went to Krispy Kreme? When you went into Krispy Kreme last time, you remember they were making fresh donuts right in front of you? The assembly line was making those donuts right in front of you, right? So what you want to do is you want to be the purple cow in your industry. Don't move on past go here. This is the next step. You've got to do that. You have to have a purple cow. Another example would be OxyFresh. At OxyFresh, we are the world's greenest carpet cleaner. What does that mean? In a world where environmentalism is becoming the new religion, we are the world's greenest carpet cleaner. That's what Jonathan Barnett has built. I mean, we use significantly less water than our competition. So we are the world's greenest carpet cleaner. And we have 125,724 reviews on Google as of right now, which means that we are now top in Google in the world as a result of having the most reviews. So how does that matter to you? How is that applicable to you? How do you use these things? Well, elephant in the room. Let me give you one more example. Elephant in the room, your first haircut is just $1. That's our purple cow, right? That's our purple cow. Someone says, I need another example. I need another one. I'm starting to get it, but I need another example. Okay, so elephant in the room, it's Tulsa's best men's grooming experience, in my opinion, but the first haircut is just $1. And by the way, if you want to learn more about franchising, just go to eitrlounge.com. We have one coming in Dallas, one soon to be opening here in Jacksonville, Florida, 3 in Florida, I believe. We have one in Venice Beach. I mean, a lot of neat stuff is happening with Elephant in the Room. Tip Top Canine. That's our brand I work with, Tip Top Canine. By the way, if you want to make about $4,000 a week of profit training dogs, I mean, after paying your whole team $4,000 a week, we're talking like $200,000 a year or more training dogs. I mean, I don't even know if there's certain dentists out there that are making $200,000 a year. I've worked with a lot of medical professionals over the years, and I'm convinced there's a lot of doctors that aren't pulling in $200,000 a year. So Tip Top Canine, if you want to learn more about licensing one of their locations, just reach out to tiptopcanine.com today. I mean, that's a powerful business. But all of these businesses at the core of a scalable model, they all have what? A unique value proposition. They all have what? They all have a purple cow. You have to have a purple cow. If you don't have a purple cow, you're not going to be able to move on. So this is the step here. This is step 5. You've got to have a 3-legged marketing stool. So again, Seth Godin, the best-selling author, he says, marketing is a contest for people's attention. So as an example, if you don't freaking know what to do, if you have a business today and you don't know what the freak to do, you're saying, I don't know what to do. Buy a massive choo-choo train, buy a train, paint it purple, put it in front of your business for no particular reason. Just do it. How about those crazy, remember the penguins the Tulsa Zoo used to have, the crazy penguins? You know, remember that? You know, do you remember that? The penguins? Doobie, doobie, doo, da 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 dee da 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 da. If you're not familiar with Billy Madison in that movie, every time he sees a penguin, he sings, Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, we were strangers in the night. That's, you want a penguin in front of your business. If you put a penguin in front of your company, people are going to notice it. I promise you. You just got to draw a crowd. You got to stand out, baby. You got to stand out. Now, here's a deep thought for you. Michael Levine, this is the PR consultant of choice for Clay Clark. No, for everybody. This is the PR consultant for, let me read them off here for you. Of course, and this guy he's so legendary. It's amazing. It's amazing that we got a chance to become a friend of the guy and work with the guy. It's amazing. But he's the PR consultant of choice for Pizza Hut, for Nike, for Cameron Diaz, for Prince, the Clintons, for Charlton Heston. He says, this is what he says. He says, the average Fortune 500 company that he worked with, he says they spent how much of their gross revenue on advertising? If you had to guess, Thrive Nation, what's that number? What's the average? What do you think it is? Is it 1%? Is it 2%? Is it 0%? It's 11%. 11%. 11%. Why are you yelling? It's 11%. I don't understand what you're saying. What's the number? 11%. Hey, man, I don't really hear really good out of both my ears, but if you could say that again, what was that number? 11%, folks. 11%. That seems like a large number. 11%. Absolutely. It's a huge number. It just seems like it's totally out of control. I just don't understand how it's possible. It's 11%. Oh, that's a large number. 11% it is. That's a huge number. You've got to spend 11% of your gross budget on marketing. If you're just a startup, then you got to find a way to do it. You got to find like a partner, an investor, a credit card, a neighbor. You could liquidate your items at a garage sale. You could minimize your overhead by moving into an apartment. You can't let your idea become stillborn as a result of not marketing properly. You got to do it. But if you are going to market for all that is holy, you've got to have a purple cow. And there's so many people out there who are wanting to not offend anybody or not to upset anybody. They want their idea to be validated by everybody. You can't do that. If you're going to stand out, you've got to have a purple cow. And if you don't have a purple cow, well, what's a purple cow? A purple cow means that Seth Godin's theory is that if you're driving down the road and there were a bunch of cows, I'm not sure how many cows, but let's just say you're driving on the way to Okmulgee. More than likely, you're driving through Okmulgee en route to Dallas. So you're driving through Okmulgee. And when you're driving through Okmulgee, you notice a cow. No, you don't. Why? Because you've seen cows before. Maybe your kids would see a cow and yell, "Look, it's a cow. Look, Mom and Dad, it's a cow." But most people don't do that because you're an adult and it's begun to become normal to you. And you've been desensitized to the wonder and the merriment of a large cow. Right? So what you do is you do nothing. You just keep driving. But if you did paint a cow purple, if you had a cow and you painted that cow purple, do you know what would happen? Everybody would remember the cow. And do you know why that everyone would remember the cow? Do you know why everyone would remember the cow? Why would everyone remember the cow? Why? Why would they remember the cow? Because they would say, "I have never seen a purple cow." I don't even know if they would say that out loud. They would just do the whole rubbernecking thing. And if you see a car on the side of the road that's stopped, most people don't really, get too emotional about it. They just tend to slow down and look at it. They tend to look at it. It's just, I don't know how to explain this to you other than it's just, don't fight the feeling, baby. You know that a purple cow works. You've got to paint that cow purple so that it stands out from the clutter and the monotony of boring marketing. And I see so many customers, so many companies, so many brands paying these ridiculous marketing firms thousands and thousands of dollars to make a logo, as if your logo is going to save you. Your logo is one small part of the whole thing. You've got to jump out. You got to be the purple cow. There's the blue whale in Catoosa. Why the crap do we all know about the blue whale in Catoosa? I don't know. I don't know why we know, but we all know. There's a guy in Tulsa named Biker Fox. Have you guys seen Biker Fox? Have you seen this guy? He calls himself the Biker Fox. The Biker Fox Tulsa. He rides a bike. And why do we all know about the Biker Fox? I don't know. I think it's because he's always riding a bicycle, and we see him everywhere. And so he's become sort of an iconic figure in Tulsa, sort of an inner city legend there. He's an urban legend at this point, the Biker Fox. You want your company to become the purple cow. There's an unbelievable company in Tulsa called Burn Co. that serves barbecue. And you know what they do every day when they sell out all their barbecue? They shut down. So they're only open until they run out of barbecue. That's kind of a purple cow. That's kind of weird, right? Their hours we're open from when we start until we run out of barbecue. You want to create a purple cow. I've listed them there on the show notes for today. And we come back, I will teach you the next step to grow your business by 700% this year.
Are you a business owner? Is it time to update your professional headshots or to get this year's family photos taken? The Thrivetime Show Professional Photography Department wants to thank you for listening and wants to take your family photos or professional headshots for free. To schedule and claim your $1,000 free photo session, email us your contact information to info@thrivetimeshow.com. This promotion is only valid for the first 100 listeners to schedule your session.
Oh, wow. Thanks to the big sponsors, Paul Hood with Hood CPAs. Now we have free family photos for all of Tulsa, or at least the first 100 people to take advantage of the offer. So if you're listening right now and you're a business owner and you want to get those free family photos, All you have to do is email info@thrivetimeshow.com, and they shall be yours. It's an exciting time in American history there. Now, Thrive Nation, we're responding to the question. We had a Thriver who I think they're probably a biblical person based upon this question. But they said, what are the 7 steps to increase my sales by 700%? Well, that's a very specific question. And I think the number of 7 is the number of perfection as indicated from the Bible. And you've probably heard Dr. Zellner reference that from time to time. So that's probably what's fueling the question. So I shall answer the question. I've already answered the first 5 steps, but now we're on to step 6. Create your sales conversion workflow. Now, these are the 3 steps you got to do, and there's a little kind of a bonus step here, okay? But just work with me on this. You got to do these. These are 3 steps within the step. Hey, buddy, there's supposed to be just 7 steps. Calm down. It's like sub-points underneath the point. So here is the step 6. You got to create your sales conversion workflow. You got to create your sales conversion workflow. Now, if you don't do this, then you're kind of screwed. And it's okay. I mean, it's all right. I mean, maybe you're into that. I mean, maybe you're a big Bob Vila fan and you don't care about financial success. Maybe that's not how you quantify it. Maybe you say, I view my business success as more of like a metaphysical kind of thing. I'm not really into like the financial side. For me, success is more about the community and just the opportunity to get together with Bjorn on Thursday nights and just bitch about our financial lack of success. I mean, that's what we just love to get together, and really when our wives realize that we don't have any money, we love thinking about innovative ways we could support our family. That's exciting for me that my business is failing because it's just for us very, so we're not interested in sales. We don't view it that way. As a proud member of the Broken Arrow Chamber, all I really care about is the inner development of the former downtown. To me, that's all I care about. And if they just put my head they just put my name on a brick, on the road they're redoing, and they just said that, hopefully my kids remember that there's a guy who worked all the freaking time and never made any money. That maybe that's the way I'm just into that. Kids, I want you to know the reason why I'm with you guys, for a few hours a week, but the other 90 hours I'm always at work. It's because I don't value money. I value just doing a stupid, tedious task. And it turns out they're no longer building the pyramids, because if they were going to build the pyramids again and they were looking for slave labor, I'd do that. I'd sacrifice my body to build a meaningless task that no one will ever remember my name. That's what I want to stand for. It's nothing. No, seriously, you want to make more sales, right? Right? Why are you yelling all the time? Because I got to shock somebody to wake up here, Home Skillet. You got to wake up. So many people are in this rhythm of losing. The rhythm of losing. It's go to work, go to church, go home. Hey, by the way, what was the church service about this Sunday? Go to work, go to church, go to home. Hey, buddy, what would you do at work yesterday? I go to work, I go to church, and I go home. Hey, what did you do with your wife last night? I don't know, because I'm asleep while living. Wake up. So here we go. Create your sales conversion workflow. Subpoint 1. You want to get a whiteboard and set that up. And I'm talking about a big, huge, like a 5-foot whiteboard. Now, this might set somebody free here, okay? And you write down on the whiteboard the following steps. Autoresponder email is step 1. Draw a square and put it in the square. Autoresponder email. Step 2. Draw a square that says pre-written autoresponder text. Draw a little square there, right? Next step, step 4, the next step on the board here. Create one that says call sales leads using script. Now, call sales leads using the script. Now, if you don't have a script, you need to make a script. But again, you get a whiteboard. On that board, you put a square that says autoresponder email, another square that says autoresponder text, and another one that says call sales leads, using the script. Then you set up call recording, and you ask yourself such deep and spiritual questions on a daily basis as, guys, did the leads get called today? You start off like that. And it's like, guys, did the leads get called today? And you're going to hear all sorts of excuses like, oh, I wasn't really sure what the priority was. I wasn't sure. I was like, the Winter Olympics are on, and it was like this lady came up and she wanted to know about curling. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm from Wisconsin. And it was like, what kind of cheese do you like? And then I went home. No, you got to call the freaking leads. And the people on your team will want to do anything but call the leads. I swear to you, if you ever run a business, these people will not want to call the leads. And you're going to say, hey, guys, did you send the email to the client, the one who just filled out the form? Oh, yeah, we were going to, but what's the priority? I was trying to figure, do you want me to greet the customers as they come in, or do you want me to call the freaking leads? You're going to ask them, guys, did you send out the text message? And they're going to say, oh, I wanted to, but I got a little busy. It was crazy. But the Packers, they're having a Brett Favre reunion thing, and I got caught up on the Facebook, and I was like, oh, what's the priority? I mean, come on. It's not that complicated. So what you need is ridiculously effective management. But according to Forbes, and I have this statistic I share all the time at conferences, I have it printed on the walls in the office, but according to Forbes, almost a third of all sales leads never even get called. Oh, that doesn't sound like a very high number at all. To me, that sounds like a very low number. Whatever, buddy. Come on. This isn't like a cultural thing. This isn't a weird thing that your business is a different culture than everybody else. No, most businesses do not call their leads. At least a third of them never call them at all. But you got to call those leads until they cry, buy, or die. Because I hate to tell you, but winter's coming, homies. Winter is coming for your business. And if you can't sell, your business will go to hell. It will just go to hell. And all your good intentions and all your chamber memberships and all your Better Business Bureau and all your innovation, all your ideas, all your visions of grandeur, all your big ideas, that's all going to just go into the porta potty of life. I mean, it's like getting all dressed up for a wedding reception, right? Imagine, this is what not calling your sales leads is like. It's like getting dressed up for a wedding reception and then having your bride-to-be hop inside a porta potty, locking her in it, and knocking over the porta potty. That's what it's like. If you don't call your leads, it's like getting dressed up in the wedding gown, getting the perfect fit, booking the reception, getting the limo, getting the flowers, getting those things booked, and then asking the bride, excuse me, can we get a cool photo here inside the porta potty? And she's thinking, that smells terrific. And you take her into the porta potty and you tip it over and you lock her in and you tip her over. That's what it's like. Don't get locked in the porta potty of business. Don't do it. Find a way to get your team to call the freaking leads. You got to do it. And sometimes you have to encourage them. Sometimes you have to fire them, but you got to record the calls so that you know if they are calling the leads or not. That right there is a game-changing step for somebody. Somebody out there might say, that's good. It is good. You got to call those leads. Now, what we're going to do when we come back from the break, I'm going to talk to you about the next step you need to take to grow your business by 700% this year. Stay tuned. It's the Thrivetime Show on your radio.